Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Backroads County. Almost forgot the name of the map we're on. If you remember last episode, we were going around and cutting the grass around our two biggest fields. Ooh, really zoomed in. Which are 63 and 64. 64 is cotton, 63 has corn. And they're both still growing. We're 16 and 30 growing. 16 is sunflowers. And 30 is soybeans. 32 and 31 we've already harvested and done our business with it. I did swap out for the quick bale. As you can see there, quick bale. Because I've always used the quick bale baler, however you want to say that. And the biggest reason is because of the swath pickup, which is what that red line signifies. It just makes things so much easier. But I thought I'd give the quick bale a shot. And it's fine, but in order to keep from missing anything, you still have to cruise at like 7 or 8 miles an hour. Yes, it is. This one is quicker than the other one to transition from one side to the other. But if you're not careful, that first part is going to fill up real quick, while the second part is still getting the net wrap put on. So it is something you do have to be careful of. And otherwise you're going to be missing a lot of spots throughout your fields or grassy areas or whatever you're doing. So just be mindful of that. So far, I've already done the other side. The grass part, this is the hay part. The grass part is done 100%, aside from picking them up, obviously. And so far, that bale that just popped out is bale number 200. Yeah, that's quite a few bales, but we should get stocked up pretty easily, pretty quickly. And I'm going to start looking at seeing what we have for the equipment to not only get the cattle, but to get them fed, get them taken care of. And if I need to buy something to actually make the TMR, whether it's a vehicle or a production, we'll go from there. I don't know how far we're going to get on this episode. If there's a really weird pause somewhere, it's because my food will be done cooking. It's supposed to take about 20 some minutes. I don't know. So whenever that gets done, I'm going to pause what I'm doing and go eat. Because I just got home from my paying gig in retail. Yeah, woohoo, 10 o'clock closings suck. But I do hope everyone is having a fantastic start to your week. It is, well, for me right now, recording Monday evening. Yeah, I know I've been trying to make sure I get my videos out daily. My intention was not to kick them to the evening hours as far as getting them out. I do apologize, but knowing the fact that we were going to 10 o'clock closings has kind of forced me to do that for the most part. Oop. Hold on a second. We're just going to cheat in some net wrap. I don't care if it's Class, John Deere, or whatever. And yeah, that's kind of how I do work with this. There is actually, and I completely forgot about it. There is a piece of equipment that we can put on the front of basically where that bumper is, and it'll hold, I think, 5 or 6 rolls of net wrap. And as you go along, you can actually pull from that, which I think is awesome. And I completely spaced on that, and I will be getting that here. Can't believe it. It's taken me 217 bales on this playthrough to remember that. So, my bad, guys. But yeah, this is kind of our gameplay. I was kind of trying to see what I could do to get this taken care of before recording, but I am trying to get this recorded, obviously before the day. I want it to go out, and it's going to be an evening release. I can already see it because I don't see myself getting up early enough to get this edited out, because I'm not going to be going to bed early enough to do that, to be honest with you. It's like 20 till 11 right now at night, and I have to be at work at 8 a.m. tomorrow. I'm not going to be going to bed probably until midnight time frame, and that's just because I'm going to lay in bed probably for half hour, 45 minutes before my body goes, all right, shutting down. I'm sure there's quite a few other people out there that are like that. I can't be the only one. No way in heck can I be the only one. But so yeah, I may try to do the editing tonight, but I want to make sure that, ooh, I didn't realize that we were catching that. Makes me happy. And I don't have the light on, so it's not signifying that, oh yeah, that'll get picked up too. I do need to be careful if we're doing more than one row, simply because it's going to cause everything to fill up that much quicker. So I do need to keep an eye out on that. These are larger than normal rows anyway, simply because of how I did it. With kind of going at an angle, it was a little difficult to get everything in one swath. So I essentially did 3 different swaths. One for the top, one for kind of catching the middle part, and then kind of trying to pull everything together. Unfortunately, didn't quite get everything. That's why you see, partials here and there. I'm not referring to that one on the right side of the ditch, but yeah. So again, I'm still amazed at this map, and DR Modding did an amazing job with it. So it's the first map that I am fully aware of them doing. I'm sure there are others out there. There's got to be others out there. But yeah, they've done a killer job with it. I love it. The aspects of the map throughout. I mean, I can even buy that and just start doing wood, which I may very well start doing. Cutting into a firewood and taking it to town to sell. If there is a town. Not really much of a concentration of a town anywhere per se. Just a few areas here and there with places to sell product. Get on the other side of this ditch, turn ourselves around. The nice thing about this pickup is if that was put in the middle of a pile of grass or hay that we're trying to pick up, we don't even need to go 100% over it, because just like you saw, we would have been able to pick it up. Kind of like what we were doing on the way down. Well, you can't really see just how far it goes. You can on the right, but the left side is kind of going into the ground. But kind of gives you an idea of, being able to pick up this stuff. And on the south end of this, well, I kind of want to call it a complex between our farm and then the 2 fields. Basically between that farm and then the road down there. That pickup actually helped greatly because I didn't have to actually go into the ditch. I could be on mostly level ground to do it. So I wasn't too concerned about my bales tipping over going into the ditch, making it difficult for pickup. Speaking of pickup, I don't know what I have, if anything, right now for being able to pick anything up. We're sitting on $44,000. I did sell the baler that came with it, which took us up to about $96,000. I think this was about 55, 65, somewhere in there. And I think our windmills that we have are generating enough electricity that we're selling some of that back to the grid. So that's beneficial for us. And I've been trying to, one thing I've been trying to do lately is, for these videos, is I'm trying to see how I can go about doing a better job of keeping things going on a day-to-day basis. You know, kind of keeping you guys up to speed without boring you. And I don't know how well I can do that. I have been watching several different other farming sim YouTubers. There's quite a handful out there. And I've been trying to get ideas off of them on, you know, handling, you know, possibly doing multiple farms, maps, as it were, handling how to go, you know, go from one day to another, especially, you know, when, like me, I prefer to run multi-day months. Oh, my dog was chewing on something. I was trying to take a look at what it was, and it's just one of his bones. Anyway. Oop. There we go, autosave. But, so I may try a few things with, you know, the next few videos, or next couple of weeks. I'll put it that way, just because I've been releasing 3 videos a week, 3 different maps, 3 different farms. Not necessarily 3 different styles of playing. Of course. I was afraid that was going to happen, but yeah, I haven't quite figured out, you know, if I want to keep doing how I'm doing, you know, playing these maps, just getting in here and farming and doing it my way and however I want to do it. I just need to make sure that I'm doing it in a way that, for one, my game doesn't crash constantly or I have issues. Because that's been the biggest culprit lately for me is, you know, I lose the game. Or another situation is, you know, I get to playing on the map too soon and it's not 100% complete and there's updates that require new saves. All that fun stuff. And I can't always be guaranteed that I'm going to be able to get things back together again. You know, Humpty Dumpty, that kind of deal. So I meant to do a video for yesterday, Sunday. But to be honest, I was just very lazy this weekend. Part of the reason why the video didn't go out till like 8 o'clock at night. I'm sorry. But it still made it out on Saturday. I'm still trying to hold true to that. Yeah, I know, you know, some of you guys may have gotten used to me releasing videos at noon, but I'm sorry. Like I said, real world working schedule has kind of necessitated the need for the change. I mean, I am trying to keep my sanity between working there and doing this, because this is almost a full-time gig. Don't let anyone tell you differently. Even doing 3 or 4 videos a week, it can take you quite a bit of time to do the recordings, get things edited, and recording time alone can do at least an hour or 2 if you're not careful. And then you got to go through and a lot of cases, like for me, I try to get it knocked down to 30-minute, 20, 30, 40-minute videos and try to make it to where it's entertaining. So it can be very difficult. Can we make it? Oh, ooh, did we get most of that? think we did. Yeah, we definitely did. Woohoo! Let's see how much of this stuff I can get down through here. Obviously, we're going to get the big strip. Yeah, I went through, obviously mowed it, as you guys saw in the last video. Then half the stuff, half the grass, I went through and I tedded it, which is this stuff. Turned it into hay. And because it's hay, that's why it's not actually getting wrapped in the orange wrap. So, works out to our benefit to an extent. Like I said, you know, trying to get a little bit of everything. We are going to have to be looking at getting some, I think some pallets of food additives or whatever you want to call it. Just so that way we can make our TMR, make it correct. I can't remember if it's this map or my other map that I do on for Saturdays. But I think I may end up swapping out the cedars and whatnot that I have on this map for ones you guys I think have already seen, because they're ones that will plant everything, and they're ones that you can actually set up to be almost any brand that's available in game, which I think is awesome. That just sounded a little funky. I hope we're not getting any damage to our baler. Oop. And my food's done. One moment, guys. Gotta let my little mini pizza cool. It is hot. And it smells amazing. It's like a 3-meat pizza type of deal. So, I am starving. But because it's before bed, I don't want to eat too much. Anyway. Ooh, what is growing there? It's not our farm, but I am curious. Ooh, red. Ooh, red beets. There's 4 different fields, 5, 6, 7 different red beet fields, and then carrots. There's at least 1 parsnip, 2, 3, 4. Oh, so it does have the, oh, whoops. It does have the new additions, so that's good. Quickly get those picked up. See, this will travel quick to get things picked up. I'm cruising at 28 miles an hour right now. But you'll see. Alright, so I was just making sure I had that side cleaned up there. I thought I'd missed a few spots down through there, but nothing too bad or too hateful, so. So I know at one point I had mentioned I was going to plow this up and replant it with something else. And I just kind of said, you know what, considering how much it may cost us to rent or lease the harvester for it, I think it might be worth it in the end to at least give it a shot. Simply because I know how much cotton bales are worth, you know, in the long run. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to at least give it a shot to harvest. So that way we can make a decent amount of money off of it. And then after that, we're going to plow it up and do what we need to do with it and go about our day for the next harvest. I do currently have... Man, look at all those orange bales. I do currently have crop destruction turned off. Partially because I was having issues with a sprayer before I was starting to record this video. It was like right after my last one. Ooh, right on the edge. Hopefully I don't forget about that. And I turned it off because I just was not really in the mood to deal with him running over all the crops and making all the mistakes. So yeah, we did that so we could try to fix it. Of course we missed just a little bit there. Of course we do. It's okay. There's probably gonna be more than a few spots through here that we may have to come back and get it picked up, but we're cruising right now at 13 miles an hour and it seems to be doing just fine. Don't have to worry about waiting for it to get wrapped up other than in the net wrap. So I'll take it. Yeah, I'm going to try to be a little bit more aggressive in this gameplay in this map as far as trying to get animals and, you know, do all of that like I always say I'm going to, but never really get around to it. I do have an idea for a map. If one of these, either the views go way down or, well, it's kind of hard for them to go way down when it feels like they're already at the bottom. I know I'm not that popular, so I'm not too upset by it. But sometimes it can be a little frustrating to see. But I try not to let it get me down. Because I know sometimes there are those times where, for whatever reason, my videos are just knocking it out of the park. And then other times it's just like, alright, where are the views? What's going on here? Did I screw up? Did I do something wrong? So that can play havoc on YouTuber as well, so be careful, guys. Be nice, be generous. Well, I'm not saying monetarily be generous. No, if you want to, go for it. Because I do know that, you know, views do matter, and, you know, interacting with anything between likes, comments, you know, subscribing, you know, things I tend to say at the end of my videos, all that, it goes to help out any YouTuber. You know, get their videos promoted and all that. So, oop. I'm just hitting all kinds of buttons on my keyboard. But yeah, that's kind of where we're standing right now. I may give one season a shot with the seeders and planters that we currently have. Maybe. They're decent planters and seeders. Planters and seeders. So I'll at least give them a shot, see how we go with it. But I can't make any guarantees that they'll last through the season. They might make it till at least summer of year 2. Maybe. That's a big maybe. I really want to get the other planters that I have in mind and use those, but I am trying to be a little bit better at using what the designers and whatnot of the maps offer, even if I may not like it. But yeah, I do have one where an idea anyway, where, you know, maybe a map similar to this where you actually start off with nothing, you know, I'm still very adamant. I'm still coming up with thoughts and ideas of how I want to do that. So that might be something I throw on a, say, a Sunday video, just in addition to see how it does. That's kind of what I'm wanting to do with Sundays. I have every other weekend off for my paying gig, so if I can get, start doing Sunday videos every other week, not guaranteed, and just kind of use that as a platform to kind of get some new content out for something other than Farm Sim or new map or new idea, just so I can kind of see how it does. Now, if I do that and, video numbers skyrocket off that video, then, it's going to become something a little bit more of a mainstay and possibly swap out one of my other videos. Or who knows, maybe I'll start doing more videos during the week. It just depends on how everything gets compared. But as you can see in the top right hand corner, it is September 3rd, and I do believe we have 4-day months. I don't think I did 5-day. Now I got myself thinking. 4-day months, right there. That answers my own question. So that means tomorrow is the last day of September, which I where is that? Cotton is harvested in October as well as corn. So, well, it can start to be. It depends on when it was planted. Unfortunately, that's kind of the way the game goes. Is it just kind of depends on when you plant it, as far as when you can actually harvest it. So if you plant a crop on the last day that you can, if you plant it, that is. I think that's what I said. If you plant it on the very last day that is available, when it comes to harvesting, you won't be able to harvest till like the end of that season. I would love to see someone do basically like a winter wheat scenario, so that way you can actually plant wheat in, well, like it says here, October, November timeframe, but you also have the option to plant it in May or June for regular wheat. So that way you can kind of use wheat as a cover crop. And but you also have the option of doing it in the summertime. I think what would also be awesome is if you could do it to where you have, basically you can plant a crop like wheat or soybeans in the ground, and then plant another crop that has a different grow rate, harvest at a different time, so that way you don't have to worry about damaging the crop when you're harvesting the one. In my opinion, I think that'd be awesome, but I think it would be extremely difficult to program. Hence why I would not be good at trying to do a mod for it. Oh, we missed that little part. Oh well, we'll come back and get it. Yeah, I have like a lot of great ideas of, different things. I just don't know how to properly implement them. Honestly. So, but yeah, there's a few ideas that I have about this map that I'm kind of thinking of wanting to do, but I'm still getting very, trying to get accustomed as much as I can to this map and everything that it has to offer us. Alright, so let's get that folded up. I didn't mean to disconnect it. I have no idea what I have to pick these up. That's our mower. Yeah, these are our two planters that we have so far, planter seeders. And I've used both of them. I love the John Deere one, to be honest with you, but... And I've used this one many times. Not on camera anytime recent, I'll put it that way, but I have used both of those, and they're alright. I don't want to use this guy to have to drive around and pick everything up and bring it back here. Oh, so we do have one of these. Okay. That's one less thing for me to have to worry about needing to get. Nothing in there for us. Yeah, I don't think I have an actual bale trailer or anything like that. Nope, nothing in there. So yeah, I think I'm gonna have to invest in one of those. I don't know what I'm gonna get. I'm gonna do my research on some of them, see. I might lease one or two, see how they do, and kind of go from there. But I think we're gonna call the video there, guys. So as always, if you happen to like what you see, or if you catch yourself watching more than one of my videos, please do us both a favor and hit that subscribe button and ring that bell. That bell will let you be notified of every single video I post, and not just select few here and there. If you guys made it to this part of the video, I want to say thank you, and I greatly appreciate each and every single one of you. And I also hope that each and every single one of you have a very wonderful rest of your day and a great start to your week. So with all that being said, guys, we will catch you in the next episode. Take care. Peace.